Good evening, children. It's me, Appalonia, the storyteller, and I'm going to read a story about a little boy who has to overcome his fear of diving. The title is Jabari Jumps, and I hope you enjoy this one. I'm jumping off the diving board today, Jabari told his dad. Really? Said his dad. That's Jabari with his dad and his baby sister. The diving board was high and maybe a little scary, but Jabari had finished his swimming lesson and had passed his swim test. That must be a great achievement. And now he was ready to jump. I'm a great jumper, Jabari said. I'm not scared at all. Jabari watched the other kids climb the long ladder. They walked all the way out to the edge of the board, as big as tiny bugs. Then they stood on the edge. They spread their arms, bent their knees, and sprang up, up, and up, and then dove down, down, and down. Splash! Looks easy, Jabari said. But when his dad squeezed his hand, Jabari squeezed it back. That's them watching the children. Jabari stood at the bottom of the ladder and he looked up. My, that looks like a very tall ladder, doesn't it? You can go before me if you want, he told the kid behind him. I think I need to think about what kind of special jump I'm going to do. Jabari thought and thought. Jabari started to climb up and up. This ladder is very tall, he thought. Are you okay? Called his dad. I'm just a little tired, Jabari said. Maybe you should climb down and take a tiny rest, said his dad. A tiny rest sounded like a good idea. He see him climbing up that tall ladder. He is so brave. When he got to the bottom, Jabari remembered something. I forgot to do my stretches, he said. He's stretching, he's bending, he's touching his toes. Stretching is very important, said his dad. I think tomorrow might be a better day for jumping, Jabari said. They looked at the diving board together. There they are, looking at it together. Looks very daunting, doesn't it, that diving board? But we will see. Sometimes, if I feel a little scared, I take a deep breath. Take a breath. And I tell myself I'm ready. And you know what? Sometimes it stops feeling scary and feels a little like a surprise. Jabari loves surprises. See, Dad is comforting Jabari because adults can feel afraid too. Jabari took a deep breath and felt it fill his body from the ends of his hair right down to the tips of his toes. Let's take a breath for Jabari. Jabari looked up. He began to climb up and up and up and up until he got to the top. Jabari stood up straight. He walked all the way to the end of the board. His toes curled under the rough edge. You see his toes? And who do you think is waiting for him in the pool down there? That looks like his mummy, his daddy, and his baby sister. Jabari looked out as far as he could see. He felt like he was ready. I love surprises, he whispered. How far he could see. And there he is on the edge, waiting to make that big first jump. Ha! He took a deep breath and spread his arms and bent his knees. Then he sprang up, off the board, flying. You see him flying. Jabari hit the water with a splash. Down and down, down he went. And then he got back up with a whoosh. Look. Jabari, you did it, said his dad. I did it, said Jabari. I'm a great jumper. And you know what? What? Said his dad. Surprise double back flip is next. Now, although Jabari was a little bit scared, he still did it. And then he got so brave that he decided to do a double back flip. So, when you feel afraid, take in a deep breath, breathe out, and wait for the surprise. So, good night. Yourself now. Bye.